This game seems like a very, very hard one to make.
Yeah, but once you have a great framework, once you have a great team, and this is an amazing team, you put that all together and you just build.
So what takes 6 years?
Well, setting up a new IP takes time. The rules of the IP, what's in and what's out, the characters, going through many iterations of the story to make sure it's the right thing, that all takes time. Getting the technology set up, that's another thing, right? Because Anthem is unlike anything BioWare's ever done for that. Anthem is a cooperative action RPG, and we want you to play with your friends. Lots of technology investment in that too.
Do you consider it just a happy coincidence that it seems like publishers are more and more interested in making living games that you can't return to a store, and that also creative studios like BioWare are interested in creating long-term experiences as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly convenient for us that we wanted to make a game with a much longer lifespan that allowed us to have a longer relationship with our players, and that's really the way that the industry is going at the same time. So it's serendipity, I guess.
What made the studio want to make a game like this?
I think what we really wanted to do with Anthem was to explore different ways of gameplay. When you look back, BioWare has been actually in a constant state of change and evolution. Our games are actually all slightly different from each other. If you compare Mass Effect 2 to, say, Baldur's Gate, there's a big difference between those games. I mean, Baldur's Gate is much more about the loot chase, it has multiplayer in it, it's much more about a bigger experience than Mass Effect, which is a very focused, cinematic, storytelling focused experience. So I think when you look at what BioWare is through a very narrow lens, Anthem seems like a departure, but as you step back, even when you include games like Dragon Age Inquisition, which again is stepping back and telling a bigger story, less cinematic, and more about the gameplay, it takes a bigger role in the experience. I think it all sort of fits together into a cohesive whole.
We have the studio up here in Edmonton, we have the studio in Austin who's actually working on it. There's a lot of people involved, and there's a lot of momentum on it.
Is it scary still to tackle a game this big?
It's definitely scary. This is the biggest thing that we've done. This is the biggest team we've ever had. So it is scary for sure.
I think from the outside, people look at Andromeda and it's like, that was a huge project. You guys bit off so much with that project, and now they look at this game and see maybe it's even more ambitious. How are you guys going to pull this off?
It's about focus. It's about having the right plan early enough. It's about making sure that you know what you're trying to build. We are focusing on a great cooperative experience. We're focusing on telling great story in a private hub. By doing that and creating focus, you can drive to excellence.
It seems like every studio that's tried to tackle a huge living game co-op space, they've kind of been put through hell. Like, it seems so hard just from the outside perspective, but you feel like Old Republic is, you're a little bit trained up. You're prepared for what this could become.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of lessons learned on the Old Republic in terms of content delivery, in terms of how you do storytelling and this kind of thing. So there's a lot of things there. We've had a long track record of delivering DLC on our other games. So we've done something that looks like a live service, or at least is the beginning steps of a live service. So I think when you combine what we've done on Mass Effect and Dragon Age and what we've done on the Old Republic, you get something that starts to look a lot like the game that Anthem is.
Are you feeling ready? I mean, this is the type of project that's going to be a long haul.
Yeah, it's and we're starting to really kick things off now that we're becoming more public with it. I can't wait to see what the fans think. I can't wait to see what people think when they play it.
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Oh my gosh. Are you still excited about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, this is a big challenge, and it's really good to not get too comfortable and just make the same thing over and over again and to push yourself, and Anthem definitely is doing that, and it's really exciting to see the game as it's starting to come together and it's starting to poke its head out of the ground and starting to actually look like a game.
You're prepared to be flexible?
Oh, flexible, yes.
Is that a big discussion of like, we have a focus, as you pointed out, but once this game's out the door, we might flip this thing completely upside down?
Oh, absolutely. This game will live and breathe with the fans. We have to be flexible when we launch. We have to listen to feedback. We have to see all that stuff. We have to continue supporting it in the best way possible. I think flexibility is the only way. But to get us to that point, to get us to the point where we launch a great, high-quality, polished game, we have to be focused.
In some ways, Anthem is something new, but in a lot of ways, it's a combination of many things that we've done before.